Hello, third graders. Welcome to our math class. Today we're going to continue learning how to do multiplication using units of 2 and 3. So here's our first question. There is a team who organizes soccer balls into 2 rows of 5. The coach adds 3 rows of 5 soccer balls. Complete the equations to describe the total array. So initially, the coach, he put 2 rows of 5. Here is the first 2. However, later on, he added 3 more rows. And then the question is asking how many soccer balls do they have in total? So let's look at equation A. So this is the first 2 row, which is 10. There were 10 soccer balls. Later on, the coach added 3 more rows, which is 15 in total. And now we just need to add these two numbers, which is 25. Let's look at equation B. Here's one way to write the array, 2 5s. So here is my row, which is 2, and there are 5 soccer balls in each row, so it can be written as 2 5s. And let's look at the second group of soccer balls. There are 1, 2, 3 rows, so it is 3 5s. That means we have a total of 5 5s. In equation C, there are 5 rows of soccer balls, so the total is 25. So here I want you to understand that whichever equation you're using, they're all the same and then they have the same total. Let's move on to the next question. So the question is asking what 7 times 2 is. And this can be broken into 2 parts. Here, when we look at the first group, we know that there are 5 rows of 2, which is 10. And then when we look at the second part, we know that there are 2 rows of 2, which is 4. So 10 times 4 is 14. And also, this can be written as, we can just count the row as a whole, and there are 7 rows. So in total, we have 14 circles. So please remember, whether we are putting it in this way or this way, we have the same answer. Let's look at the next question. We have triangles, and in total, we have 10 rows of triangles. So when we count this triangle, we have 10. However, it's taking away 1 row of 2. So when there were 10 rows, we had 20 triangles, but it's taking away 1 row. So in total, there are 18 triangles. And this is the same as 9 times 2, which is 18. Moving on to next question. Mrs. Stern roasts cloves of garlic. She places 10 rows of 2 cloves on a baking sheet. Write an equation to describe the number of cloves Mrs. Stern bakes. So let's look at these circles. Here, Mrs. Stern has 10 rows of 2 garlics. So we have 10 rows of 2 garlics, which is in total, we have 20 garlics. Number 2, when the garlic is roasted, Mrs. Stern uses some for a recipe. There are 2 rows of 2 garlic cloves left on the pan. Oh, so after cooking, she has used all cloves except for 2 rows of 2 garlic. So here we have, so this is the leftover. Complete the equation below to show how many garlic cloves Mrs. Stern used. So in the beginning, we had 10 twos. And now we only have 2 2's. So here we are only going to focus on the number that are in orange. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So we know that 10 2's are 20, and 2 2's is 4. So 20 minus 4 is 16. Number C, write an equation to describe the number of golf clubs Mrs. Stern used. So here we can actually count how many rows of clubs Mrs. Stern used. And here we have 8 rows. So 8 times 2 is 16. So here, third graders, I want you to understand there are 2 ways to solve this question. One is just by counting the number of rows that has been used, or we can do it backward, just subtract whatever is left from the total amount. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So here, we're going to find what 7 times 3 is. And to solve this question easier, we have broken this array into 2 parts. One is 5 times 3, which is 15, and 2 times 3, which is 6. So we know that when we add 15, so 15 and 6 together, we have 21. So the answer for 7 times 3 is 21. Now it's your turn, 3K and 3S. I want you to go on to your Seesaw, and there will be a fun Seesaw math activity waiting for you. I want you to do those questions and make sure to add response and submit your work once you're done. Then have fun studying. I will see you later. Bye bye.